got any boogers or anything in my mustache? You rolling? Oh, you are? Oh. Hey, y'all. We got the 72 Stingray in here. If you caught the last video we shot on this car, we had it up on the lift and did an inspection on everything for the customer, just make it roadworthy is all. So we're gonna put a choke on the carburetor, of course, so he can fire it up in the morning. And then we're gonna do upper control arm bushings. They're loose. And if you look right here, you can see they're all smashed out and dry rotted and falling apart. See that? Flaking. And if I stick my big pry bar in there, I can get a lot of movement out of there. Shouldn't be much movement in those bushings. So they're wore out. We're going to replace those. Got them here on my box. I'll take so what you got to do to get this out if you want to do it at home. I'm gonna take this upper ball joint loose right here. Pull that Carter pin out. Take that nut off, and then you want to take your hammer and smack the side of this. Point it right there where can you see? And smack the side of this with your hammer. Pop this loose, and then we'll go up here. After I get that ball joint loose, we'll take it loose right here. You got a couple bolts in here to hold it in. These shims right here is how you get your alignment. So you want to keep track of those. Where they come from, how many's there. But after that, you'll take this whole control arm, or a lot of people call it an A arm. Whatever, it don't matter, same thing. Take it out, and then I'll probably beat the old bushings out with a hammer or air hammer. And these new ones will be pressed in. There's a few different ways you could do it. I've seen people take sockets and lube it up real good and beat them in with hammers and use an air hammer in an old socket. And the correct way is to use a press. So that's what we're going to do, press them in. But if you didn't have a press, you could use a hammer. I've seen it done plenty of times. It'd be fine, but that's how we're going to do it. And once I get this apart, we'll show you putting these in and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. What's up, y'all? Matt B behind the camera here today. Excuse me. So I just went through what we were going to do on the Corvette here, and our wonderful apprentice here, Austin, asked me if he could do it. He helped me on the F1 Poopy that Jim has, the race truck. We did pretty much the same thing on it, so I figured he could do it. I know he can. Right now he's fighting. Big old pin. Get you a pair of diapers.
Diapers?
Yeah, side cutters.
I plug that back in. Oh.
Like that.
Everything. Okay, so
you got it.
What?
You can do it.
Yeah. Alright. Now, what?
Go ahead, what was you saying?
Hit it with a hammer now?
Yep. We may have to disconnect the sway bar here to get the lower control arm to drop down far enough to get that ball joint out of the hole, out of the spindle.
Uh-huh.
But we'll go ahead and give it a shot anyway to see what happens. We might not have to. Alright, so turn the wheel all the way to the right. Other way.
Huh?
Other way.
Okay, so the left.
Well, if you were sitting in the car, if you were sitting in the driver's seat, it'd be the right. My bad.
And
Let me get up.
smack it right here.
Be careful, don't hit your fingers on that rotor.
Yeah.
Go get my hammer with the long hammer.
This one. Smack this one.
The black. Huh? Yeah, I guess so. Well, get your big one with the long hammer. Hey, tell Bobby we're recording. Yeah, go ahead.
Did it do anything?
No.
I think this might
It
be
ain't
charged.
doing nothing because you ain't hitting it hard enough.
Okay, let me hit it harder.
Hit it with your purse.
What?
Hit it with your purse.
Yeah. Oh, did I hit you? Oh.
You're good. You're good. There you go. Just like it.
Oh.
Alright, so we got the, that's it. You get it. Turn it back this way. Go to the other side and turn this in. Or turn the steering wheel in the car. Either way. Alright, so we got the ball joint loose. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And, then all we'll have left to do is take it loose here. And, there you go. It's on.
What?
It's on. Get you a pry up on that control arm.
Right up right here.
Go on here.
Right here?
Right here. Go right here. I know I got crooked fingers, so
What?
I got crooked fingers, so it's hard for me to point it still. There you go. Just like that. And now all we got left to do is there a light on this one? So now all we got left to do is take it loose here, and we'll pull this whole control arm off. If you can see it. We'll pull this whole A arm or control arm, whatever you want to call it. We'll pull it out of here, and these ball joints are pretty new. I think we're going to leave them. I'm just going to do the bushings in the back, and we'll update you soon. Alright, y'all, it's Matt. We're back. I'm not trying to rhyme or rap or anything. I'm just saying.
I'm trying not to hit my wrist on that.
Trying not to hit your wrist on that.
Huh?
Did it hurt?
Oh, I already have done it like 10 times already.
Nah, you're tough. It'll be alright. Gotta be tough, you know what I'm saying?
That might be
I think my light's going dead here. Yep, we got Austin taking the control arm bolts loose here. I believe that stud, that bolt seized up in that control arm and frame. So we might have to use a hammer after he gets the nut off. But still got the other nut to get off here. That one right there.
Oh, that bought Jim.
That's Jim.
I hope so.
It could be a child molester coming in here to kill somebody.
That's what you're here for. You used to box. Didn't you?
What does that got to do with
Huh?
what does that got to do with anything?
You had beat him up.
Oh, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, busted that knuckle. Let me go see what that is.
How you doing?
How you doing? All right, y'all. So Austin got the control arms out. The two bolts that y'all seen them working on getting loose, got them out, and then the control arm pops out. So to get these bushings off, the easiest way is with this air hammer right here. And I'll show you what we do here, and then Austin's gonna do the other side. But you just take your air hammer, see right there. So I just started on this side, got it moving a little bit. Then you'll switch that lip. Just like it. Come loose. And that's it. Now we'll press the other ones in. We'll take a piece of sandpaper and clean that up real good, smooth it up, and then you lube up your, where's that other bushing? Did you lose it already?
What?
The bushing.
I never touched
You lost it, Austin.
it. Didn't touch it, man.
All right, so this control arm, I forgot to film a part. He's gonna point it at me. If you rewind the video and look, there's shims that go back here.
That's due on the other one. Fine.
Oh, we'll explain now. Got it apart. So there's shims. So once you get them bolts loose, grab your pair of channel locks and get those shims out. Label them. Point it at the bag. Label them and put them in a baggie so you know where they go back. That way the car doesn't need an alignment after you're done. You'll be driving straight. So we'll find the bushing that Austin lost and then proceed later.
It was him.
All right, y'all. Damn ghost in here. All right, so we found the bushings that Austin lost. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick, and then we're gonna cut the fans back on because it's hot in here, and we'll do it without filming. But so pretty much you want to put it together like that. Then you're gonna take a press and press these on to this shaft right here, and then that's it.
Okay. Hey, remember, we got this contest going. You get $500 and a bunch of stickers, some stuff. And the response is, you know, you have to watch the video, the whole video. You have to like it and share it, and go and watch one of our other videos, like and share that. Okay? And then
Comment your favorite car.
comment your favorite car.
That's what, without that, it doesn't count.
Right.
That's how we're counting.
Yes, that's how we're, see, YouTube takes up and keeps track of all this stuff for us, so we'll be able to figure out who did what, and who shared what, who liked what, and so on. So you guys do that, you get a $500 gift card to the Automotive Aftermarket place of your choice. And a bunch of stickers, and an air freshener, and some hats, and that's about it, as far as the contest goes. But just to give you an idea of what's going on here, Bobby's tearing into Cindy's Coronet, getting all this rusty metal off it. That's what he took off right there.
And this is what I'm putting on.
And this is what he's putting on. Now we got to have Davey Huffman come. He's going to sandblast all this stuff probably tomorrow, and then we got to change this headlight, or excuse me, taillight bucket to match the size that this Coronet is. We just couldn't find the exact correct part, but that's all we got to deal with. That's a piece of cake. We'll bang that out in no time. We got the 72 Corvette inside. I know you've been filming and watching that. We got Austin taking control arms off, so this car will never drive straight again. But
I've been watching.
it'll be fine. Matt's been watching them and kind of coaching them along
How's that
to
elbow
get it
feel?
done.
He hit his elbow.
Oh,
hit
look
his
at my
elbow.
hand.
Ah,
He started crying and everything.
did he cry?
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to pat him on the back and give him a hug.
Aw. Aw.
Yeah, baby.
Poor kid. But I got to go see who just walked in the front door. Hopefully, it's the correct Flowmaster mufflers third set.
All right, here's the rust I was talking about earlier. You really couldn't tell. This panel was in front of it. It was right here. So it's sandwiched in between there. A lot of people would have mondoed over it and let it ride, but we're not doing that. We're fixing it right. So, like I say, there's multiple layers of that panel there is actually this panel. That's what we're putting in. So that's one piece, and then this piece goes on top of there. This piece goes here, and then this piece goes on top of all of that. That's why we had to cut it apart the way we did.
And this is the difference between restoring a car and painting a car. I mean, that's a pretty small piece of rust, but over time, it's only going to get worse. So,
Oh, and it's,
see, it's all rusty behind that. So, no, probably in that area there too. But
yeah, I mean, there's,
yeah,
and that's the main support for the back of the car right here. So,
but again, this is the difference between a restoration on a car or patching a car up and sending it down the road. We don't patch anything up. We fix it. And the customers that we have are smart enough to understand that you can't just skip over that. You can't just say, it'll be okay. You know, you're never going to drive it in the bad weather and this and that and the other thing. It'll take forever to get worse. It might take forever to get worse, but it's there. So it's got to go. I mean, we're actually had to do a lot of work on a car that when we first looked at it, had assumed it was pretty much a rust-free car, with the exception of the roof. Now, we've already put a roof panel on it. You can go back to one of our videos and see that. We went to Ohio to get one, and then this, of course, we had to order and wait and get the wrong stuff, and then got the wrong stuff again, and then the third time, just like we're dealing with the wrong stuff, we'll make it work. But this, again, like I said, this is the difference between doing it right and doing it halfway. We don't do it halfway. So that's it. Bobby going back to work.
yes, I have my goofy glasses on because I can't see.
It's because we're all old.
Yeah.